Good morning, laborers, and good morning to all of the comebacks them that is watching from the Fuck You page. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, DUJON'S. So today, we are going to look on Jamaica's, scratch that. Today, we are going to look on the most corrupt politician the world has ever seen, world over. I wouldn't know for the life of me, wouldn't know how he's still in the politics, but he's still there. So we're going to take a look at him today. This is none other than the scandal boss himself. You know? The most crooked politician Jamaica has ever seen, allegedly. See? So, we're going to catalog him this morning. And let me just say something to my supporters, them, because we see what I go on. And I would just tell you now, they have lost the argument. See? Every day we come out and we disseminate factual and truthful information. See? The reason for that is we, the people. See? The patriotic people. John Goody, big up yourself, my father. Good morning. Brother Rickster, big up yourself. Good morning. Samara, big up yourself. See? Cicilline, big up yourself. West Central, we see you. Good morning. Christopher, big up yourself. And Delroy, big up yourself. See? 876, Easy Morris, big up yourself. Ivan, big up. Denise Morris, big up. Hear me I say now, we the patriotic people of Jamaica wants to see, Jamaica blossom into what she should have been long before their tenure, but especially under their tenure. See? Hold on, let me take Mr. Goody and then we're going to a show. Good morning, my boss.
Well, go on.
I'm there,
Yeah, I'm just come on the program,
Yeah, man.
Support the thing. Go on, talk still, man. I listen to you.
Alright, so.
Bless up, Father.
Alright, man.
Yeah, respect me. I listen to you, man.
So, we are going to, I'm going to take on somebody else documentary, guys. So, I carry on go one video. It's not my video. It's somebody catalog a video and put it together. And it takes you through all of the scandals them that, Phillip paulwell himself would have headed. And for the life of me, people, finally we have a government that is transparent. Yeah, transparent. You know what, one time the government give 200% rise and them raise MPs pay and thing. They could have done it in secret without the Jamaican people knowing. That is something what the People's National Party would have done. See? And them could have do it in a secret and it could have been something amongst the MP them and nobody never know. And in an effort to be transparent, this government would have told the Jamaican people or make the Jamaican people aware that they were doing this, which is credit to them. And that just goes to show you that Jamaican people is not ready for a transparent governance. See? Anyway, we'll get back to that topic there shortly. We'll run off the ads and then, because YouTube may play from, guys, so occasionally we'll get a break for ads. So.
Book a holiday rental that fulfills your wildest dreams.
Have you ever wondered who is Jamaica's most scandal-hit politician of all time?
Hi, I'm Phillip. I'm the current Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal.
Opposition Member of Parliament Phillip Paulwell has achieved meteoric rise, public stardom and adulation at a national level. The current Shadow Minister on Energy and PNP Vice President was front and center in calling for resignations during the height of the recent Petrojam scandal, which has rocked the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. But does Paulwell have the moral authority to ask for resignations? Because to say that Paulwell has had a highly questionable political career is an understatement.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Paulwell, born on January 14, 1962, is the member of
Yeah, Paul have the same birthday. I put bomb in a thief, so.
Parliament for the constituency of Kingston East and Port Royal, and a former Minister of Energy, Mining, Science and Technology. Paulwell, though, seems to be the most skilled politician of all times, as he gets away every time. He has never faced the consequences and results of his actions. A lawyer by training, Paulwell started his mainstream political career in 1995 as Senator and Minister of State in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. In the P.J. Patterson-led administration, Paulwell was identified from early by the PNP as one for the future, and by 1997, he was elected as the Member of Parliament for the old Michael Manley seat of Kingston East and Port Royal. He has not lost the seat since and was appointed as Minister of Commerce and Technology by Patterson in April of 2001. Paulwell, then Minister of Industry, Commerce and Technology, instructed the Office of Utility Regulation, the OUR, to stop interfering with the rate charge for fixed to mobile calls. He intervened in March of 2002 by calling then OUR Director General Winston Hay with the good news that a fourth telecommunications company was interested in the provision of service to Jamaica, but would only do so if the fixed to mobile rates remained unchanged. But Hay refused. The minister would not be stopped and thus issued a directive which effectively restricted the role of the OUR to set rates and tariffs on interconnections. The OUR took the matter to court, and the Supreme Court ruled that the minister had no power to issue the directive he did. The Court of Appeal later ruled that Paulwell's directive to the OUR fell outside of his ministerial ambit. Minister Paulwell was apparently not insulted, injured, and certainly not daunted. Then NetServe, another disaster in judgment came. NetServe was one of the information technology companies which Paulwell had projected would provide 40,000 jobs over a 3-year period, and which was able to tap into the multi-million-dollar Intech Fund at low interest to help in its startup. The fund was managed by the National Development Bank of Jamaica, NIBJ, but project proposals and requests for loans were evaluated by an interagency committee headed by the top civil servant in Paulwell's ministry, and on which the minister sometimes sat himself. But it emerged that in the case of NetServe, the NIBJ disbursed the first of $95 million of an $180 million loan, even before there were due diligence reports on NetServe and its principal, Trinidad businessman Paul Pereira, even after reports emerged raising questions about the ethics of Pereira and some of his business partners. The NIBJ continued with its disbursements to the company, although there was to have been a tighter process of accountability. NetServe collapsed in December and was placed in receivership by the NIBJ, with Pereira claiming that bad publicity, violence in Jamaica, and the September 11 terrorist attacks in the United States had scared off investors. Over $200 million Jamaican dollars was squandered on this project, involving a dubious company. Massive pressure from civil society, the private sector, and the opposition Jamaica Labour Party called for Paulwell to be fired. Instead, Patterson decided to fan away Paulwell's actions as youthful exuberance. In 2006, moves were made in Parliament to censor Paulwell, owing to what became known as the cement fiasco. The Caribbean Cement Company recalled some 500 tons of faulty product. Minister Paulwell was accused of negligence and gross dereliction of duty. It was argued that Paulwell, despite recommendations from the Jamaica Bureau of Standards, failed to exercise his ministerial authority to declare that the production of cement needed to conform to the Bureau's certification program. Paulwell was also accused of providing false information to Parliament. A US cable leak noted that the fiasco nearly crippled the local construction industry and caused severe shortages. Some experts in the construction industry estimated at the time that the Jamaican economy lost over $100 million per day. In 2007, Paulwell was again embroiled in controversy after he said that the sale of a fourth mobile license would go to a company called Solitria Jamaica Limited. This company was to pay US $7.5 million for the license. When questions were asked about the entire process, it emerged that Paulwell had issued a license without all required due diligence and notifications to the necessary public agency who needed to agree to the sale. Then there was the Cuban light bulb scandal. The Jamaican government amassed a US $3.9 million bill for the distribution of 4 million energy-saving fluorescent bulbs donated by the Cuban government to the people of Jamaica. Investigation led to the matter being turned over to the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Fraud Squad. Colonel Spencer, then Minister of State in the Ministry of Energy, Industry and Commerce, and his personal assistant, Colleen Wright, were arrested on numerous charges. Paulwell, who was then Minister of Energy, Industry and Commerce, was absolved of any wrongdoing by the PNP-controlled Parliament. In 2014, Paulwell pulled off another stay of execution. 4 years, successive governments have been trying to arrive at a solution to the high cost of local electricity. A 381 megawatt power plant was said to be the answer. Paulwell, despite local and international warnings regarding Energy World International, went ahead and unilaterally changed the terms and conditions of the license that was given to him by the OUR and issued an amended license to EWI. The Contractor General at the time, Dirk Harrison, in a report to Parliament, said that Energy World International was being improperly facilitated by Minister Paulwell in the bidding process. The Contractor General described the Minister's intervention and acceptance of the bid from Energy World International as unfair and said it compromised the integrity of the process, given that Energy World International entered the process after bids had been closed, and its application went to Minister Paulwell's ministry on its way to the Office of Utility Regulations. Based upon the documentary evidence which was reviewed, it is clear that the goalpost kept moving to facilitate Energy World International's proposal, and that the process in its current form could not stand up to review, Mr. Harrison wrote in his report. Mr. Paulwell responded to the Contractor General's findings by stating that we cannot have the OCG derailing this matter again. It has to go forward. Let me make it quite clear. I have a Minister of Energy in place. Unless he does something wrong that would affect and impact the Jamaican people in a serious way and the government of Jamaica, he will not be fired, Portia Simpson Miller said in responding to a question from then opposition leader Andrew Holness.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. HT.
So there you have it, people. This is a one man in a one party. See? Have done so much wrongs and he's still in post today. We are not the same. When Mr. Warmington utter out his mouth the other day, I am a big fan of the elder Mr. Warmington. I love Mr. Warmington. See? And when he uttered what he uttered out of his mouth right after the elections early this year, see, I was in disagreement with him and I supported the position that the Prime Minister took, see, and remove him from the post that he was in. We are not the same.
Dojan,
Yes, my boss.
the man at Teflon. You hear me say? Nothing can stick
This
on
is
them man
why.
there. I
This
tell you
is
that.
why the Jamaican electorate have no belief in the Jamaican government at all because of purses like these. See? When George Wright, my MP, was embroiled in whatever he was embroiled in, he was removed. We are not the same. When Miss Dalrymple Philbert was embattled in her embattlement, she was removed swiftly. Good morning, Lashika. We are not the same. So we don't come tell we like we don't have no moral high ground and no morally right. See? The Jamaica Labour Party is 1 billion gazillion fillion chichillion time better than the People's National Party. We are not the same.
Tell them, brother. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Preach it.
We don't listen. And Kern Spencer, when Kern Spencer was caught up in what he was caught up in because of Phillip Paulwell, they left him, they dashed him under the bus. So we know say them people have no morality. All they care about is power. Look at the amount of caring things that is happening under this current administration. And they say that they are for the poor and they care about the poor and the indigent people of Jamaica.
You know
19
what?
consecutive years they were in power and they did not even half of what is being done now. We are not the same. By the grace of God, Chef Wayne, you know, Anjo Michael Holness, see, with his partner in crime. Well, we shouldn't say in crime, but with his partner in finance. That them want here. We are not the same. No way, no how. The Prime Minister is getting on with the business of Jamaica. Jamaica is moving forward. And what they are doing, they are saying the Prime Minister is stealing from Jamaica. How?
Lie them a tell
Where?
man that them
When
want
we
cut
are
teeth.
seeing many things being done. So if he's stealing and so much things is being done, what them did I do? We are not the same.
Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them.
19 years. Not one police station or building in Jamaica. This government is seeking to build multiple and renovating multiple. We
And the
are not the same.
police
Many
station
police
alone.
stations locked down under the People's National Party. See? Nothing. Them locked down. We are not the same. So, we, the Jamaican Labour Party vloggers, will continue to pump out right and just and correct information to the people on TikTok and across the world. And by the way, guys, my YouTube is now taking off. It's a tech flight. So all who don't follow me on YouTube, and if you don't miss any of the live them, you can find them on YouTube now. Daily posts. See it? So you go click the YouTube icon and this page on TikTok and just subscribe to my channel. See it? It is called DUJON'S World. See it? We, the Jamaican Labour Party vloggers, anywhere in the world with them, we are a cut above the rest. And we continue to disseminate factual and truthful and correct information. The People's National Party has now gone down in the gutter because they have nothing to produce that is of substance, that is factual to the people of Jamaica. So they have chose to go down in the gutter. But I am not scared to tell none of them to go name out their mother. Sorry for my language so early in the morning. No decent people there here. See? We are not the same. We are getting on and showing the people all of the things them that the government is doing to uplift and elevate. See? And mobilize the people, especially the youths of Jamaica. And we have these old persons. We have some boy, we are gelding. We can't contribute to a taxpayer in Jamaica. Because baby can't come out of body. See? But them come and them want to come destruct and self-destruct because through them and self-destruct, they want Jamaica to self-destruct too. See? We not depend on that. We come to disseminate factual information and tell the people the truth, and the truth is, under the People's National Party, Jamaica and its people have suffered for a very long time. And it is this government that we see that is coming to uplift this country. Andrew Holness was sent by God Almighty himself. He is our Moses. And Dr. Nigel Clark is the rod and staff. You know, them come to fix up Jamaica. And this is what we are going behind. They have our full support. Them not come with no bagger and no bagger corruption and man a thief, this and this money gone, Mr. 300 million gone here, 400 million gone there, and the people of Jamaica is still suffering. What, you know, the amount of thing that money that goes missing from their tenure could have done for the Jamaican people. Today we have a prime minister that is giving away decent, proper, free home. See? Them not give you no, not that anything is wrong, but them not give you no food for the poor house where everybody in your community I got talk about it and say, look, that you get because the government give you a proper standard of living with inside kitchen and bathroom. So you can have little dignity and have little pride in yourself. And this is the progress that these person that is vlogging for the opposition party want to stop. This is the progress that these persons vlogging for the opposition party want to stop. We are not the same. The floor is now open.